back to Inner Strong Games Presents. My name is Richard Creed. This is my show about board games that started from an informal challenge that Tom Vassell of the Dice Tower put out. Thank you very much, Mr. Vassell. I admire you very much. About doing a top 100. And I've played many games in my lifetime. These are just a few of them back here behind me. And I did my top 100, and I had a fun time doing it. And now, to keep it going, I'm doing rules, setups, and playthroughs. Why? Because there's enough review shows out there, and it's my opinion, really matter in the long run. Maybe not. But for now, I'm just here to tell you exactly what the rules are, and then mangle the playthrough on the back end, and you guys can correct me as you so wonderfully do. But now, without any further ado, let's take a look at Eldritch Horror.
A strange green comet has fallen from the sky. Even after the impact, the meteorite continues to slowly burrow itself deeper into the earth.
Alright, here we are, getting ready to start our second mystery. Trying to solve our second mystery. This is the Seed of the Demon Sultan. And we need to get 2 clues. And we are about ready to start Leo's action phase. So let's start by making a travel action over here and seeing if we can get this clue. And we have a second action we can take. And I think, is there anything down there that can help us with observation? Because we need to take an observation test here. Let's see. Oh, the research student. He helped us get clues. Alright, so we will attempt to acquire an asset. So we will roll our influence. We have 2 dice. And we'll try and get that research student. We got the research student! That's great. Alright, I'm going to replace the research student with an axe. It's a weapon. You can gain +2 strength during combat encounters. Then you can spend 2 sanity to reroll any number of dice when resolving a strength. Wow. You can go crazy with the axe if you want to. Alright, the research student. He has his abilities as an action. You can roll 1 die, and on a 5 or 6 you gain a clue. But on a 1 you discard the nearest clue on the game board. Alright. And for the I think as far as nearest goes, well, now every place has a number, so I guess we'll just have to see what's 1 space away, what's 2 spaces away, etc. Well, for now though, let us, that was his travel and his acquire assets. Now we will attempt to do a research encounter, and this is into the wilderness. And, oh, we totally forgot about that. Wilderness space, investigators on our space roll 1 additional die when resolving tests. We didn't use that last time. We'll do it this time. I'm sure probably some of you have... Alright. Yeah, you're probably yelling at me. Last game. Okay. Wilderness. You examine an old cave painting, an odd cave painting, by torchlight. It depicts Azathoth sitting on a throne in the center of a starry spiral. You search for any signs of the painting's source. Test your observation. If you pass, you quickly find pottery shards and gain this clue. If we fail, our torch eventually goes out and we begin to hear the sound of a flute and advance the omen track by 1. Alright, so we have we can test our observation, which is 3 dice, but it's in the wilderness, so we get to add another dice. Okay. Oh wow, he's all over this one. Alright, so we get to acquire this clue, and that's it. We find pottery shards and gain the clue. Alright. That was the encounter phase. Now on to the mythos phase. It says Rising Terror. That can't be good. The full moon seems to stir the blood of every beast. Even listless old hounds seem possessed by the spirit of some feral ancestor, vicious and cruel. Alright, so the first thing we get to do is to advance the Omen track. And we've just hit the green comet again, and there's a special rule that when the Omen advances to the green space of the Omen track, we get to advance Doom by 1 for each Eldritch token on that space. So we'll drop it down to 11. Alright. Let's see, then next is... and we don't have any green gates open, so the Doom track's not going to drop any further than that right now. The next is a Monster Surge, and again we don't have any green gates open, so we're fine there. And we're going to put a clue out. Good deal. More clues. We need more clues. Let's see if we can get a good one. This one is number 12. Number 12, which is down here. Alright, that's not... Huh. Yeah, that's, we'd rather have like 11 or 17 or something. Okay, that's not that good. But maybe we can use our research student next turn and see. Okay, so that was it for the board. Now we have the event, Rising Terror. Resolve the Reckoning effect of each monster on the game board twice. Alright, we're in luck this time because, again, the cultists for Azathoth, as I talked about last time, do not have a Reckoning effect for them. So, we got lucky with that one. Oh, maybe not so much. If there are no monsters on the game board with a Reckoning effect, advance Doom by 1. Well, Doom is now down to 10. Okay, Doom's advancing pretty quickly. Alright, that takes us to Leo's next turn. Leo has 2 actions. The first of them is going to be to let the research student roll. So roll 1 die, and a 5 or 6 we get a clue. Oh, we get a clue. That's fantastic. Okay, this is great. Because that gives us 2 clues, and that's what we need to be able to put an Eldritch token on the card, and since it's only us, we'll be able to solve this mystery. So we can travel. So do you want to travel to Rome, or yeah, let's go to Rome. We can try and improve our willpower going to Rome. Actually, you know what? Let's do even more than that. We're going to go to Rome, travel, but then we're going to spend our train ticket that we have, and we're going to go ahead and take the train into Istanbul. So remember, you can't travel, you can't do true travel actions, but you can spend tickets to travel further. And had I been in a situation where I needed to go by boat to get even further, I could then have spent my boat ticket. So if I had a second train ticket, I actually could have gone all the way to the city space here at 16, but instead I had a train and a boat ticket because I thought I was going to be doing more trying to get from the Americas over to Europe, but that didn't happen. So here we are, we're in Istanbul, and we're in the city. So now we have a choice. We can do a city encounter off our generic deck, or we can do an Istanbul encounter. And since Istanbul will help me improve my influence, maybe, let's do one of those. So I draw the card. And in Istanbul, inside the loud hustle and bustle of the Grand Bazaar, you negotiate and find a skilled instructor to tutor you. Test your influence -1. If you pass, improve 1 skill of your choice. If you fail, the instructor teaches you nothing, and you gain a debt condition to pay for his lessons. Alright, wow. So our influence is 2. Influence -1. It's going to be rolling 1 die. I'm going to get no benefit. I'm not in the wilderness, so I don't get additional die. So yeah. So we need a 5 or a 6. or we are in debt, which I guess there's worse things to be. And that's a 2. Yeah. Alright, so a 2 means we did not increase our skill, which definitely would have increased our influence. And we're in debt now. We get the debt condition. So let's flip through the deck here and find debt. Debt, 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 debt. I'll have to fast forward to this. There it is, debt. See what debt says. It's a condition. A local action. Test influence, and if we pass, we discard this card. There's a reckoning effect on it. That some men have come to collect my debt, and I had to flip this card. So I need to get this done before reckoning effects come over, because it's probably not going to be good. I'm probably going to be fighting people the rest of the game. Which I do have hired muscle, so that might not be such a bad thing. But the bad news is we did not get to increase our skill, and we're still 2 turns away from Tunguska. Alright, that was our encounter phase. Now on to the Mythos phase. This is heat wave singes the globe. Sweating and exhausted, you stop to rest in what little shade you find. You've already heard stories of this heat wave claiming the lives of sick and elderly individuals. You fear that if you keep going at this pace, you might fall victim to it as well. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is advance the Omen track. And it's on blue now, so we have London and Buenos Aires are both blue gates. So 9 down to 8. Whew, game's moving fast. Reckoning effects. Wow, that didn't take long, did it? Alright, the cultists have no reckoning effects, but our debt does. So flip the card to see what happens with our debt. Beyond riches. The man wears a hat and a brown trench coat. We do not want money, he hisses, and grabs your throat. You feel as if part of your identity is being stolen from you. We're going to test our will. Alright, Vatican missionary. If we fail, a fragment of our soul is ripped away and lose 3 sanity. Ouch. Then discard the card. Alright. So, our will is 3. And we get a +1 for our Vatican missionary, and we can re-roll 1 die. But we only need 1 success. And we got it. Right there. Okay. Now we discard the card, so we're out of debt. Well, that was scary, but we survived it. And we get to finish the Mythos phase. The event. Oh no, that was just the reckoning effects. The surge, the gate surge. Or gate opens. This new gate is Arkham. Alright, Batman. Alright, Arkham City. Batman now has to mess with monsters. The monsters that Batman will be dealing with until we might go help him are... What we got? More cultists. Wow, this is kind of cool. I almost wish we were fighting Cthulhu. We just have all these cultists pop up on the board. This is really cool. I like this. The cult is growing. As the Doom track spreads, the cultists are adding their influence. Alright, the heat wave event is that each investigator must lose 3 health or become delayed. Alright, this is tricky. We're at 8. If it reaches 0, we're going to lose the game. We're 2 turns away, which could potentially take us down to 6, which would give us 6 turns to win the final game. 5 if we go delayed now. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do it because I can travel, rest, because we have our clues. So I'm going to lose the 3 for now and not become delayed. And that takes us back to our turn. So as I said, I'll travel here. I'm going to rest, and resting will let me get sanity and a health back. So I'll take a little sanity, and I'll take a little health. So we're back at 4. We're at 4 health now, but we're back up to full 6 sanity. I won't be able to go above 6 sanity, so even if I rest again, all I'll be doing is healing physically, and just be able to grab a health back. Alright, and that's our actions. Now it's the encounter phase. We're on the generic city, so we'll do a generic city encounter. The police report that people are being abducted by a monster dwelling in the sewer system. Wandering through the underground tunnels, you are suddenly attacked by a deep one. Test your strength. If we pass, we defeat the creature and rescue his hostage and gain a random ally. If we fail, we lose a health from the struggle. Alright, so again, we have our strength is 3, plus 1 for our hired muscle. And we can reroll 1 if we don't succeed, but we did. We clobbered that deep one. And so we'll take another random ally. So we'll just grab kind of the top of the deck here and flip until we find an ally. It's an item. There's an ally, the conspiracy theorist. Alright, we get to gain +2 observation during research encounters. That's cool. Because we're going to need that here in a bit. That's good timing. He does have a reckoning effect though. If you on the reckoning effect, we get to roll a die, and on the 4, 5, or 6, we gain a clue. He's awesome. All right. All right, I'm going to slide the tear gas back here into the deck somewhere, and we shall progress to the Mythos phase. That was our encounter. Mythos phase. Here we go. Oh, you know what? We had a reckoning effect last time, and we didn't take an Eldritch token off of here. Let me kind of go back and see. There was one. The people. Okay, so yeah, we've actually had. Hey, where'd my? Oh, the remembrance over here. Okay, so we're down to 3. There. Keep me honest. I think we're down to 3. I don't think I missed another one for this. I think we're still down to 3 here. But if I'm wrong, please correct me, and I'll take it off for the next time around. I'm going to take off our card there. We are in the Mythos, so we're doing the Mythos phase, getting ready to start. Did I already draw a card? Don't see one sitting on the board, so we're going to draw it now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Mythos phase. Alright. All for nothing. Okay. You wrap the towel around some ice and apply it to your injuries, hoping to reduce the swelling. You make a mental list of all the sacrifices that you've had to make and those that you've asked of others, all that terrible loss, and you can't for the life of you think of any good that's been accomplished. Uh-oh, sounds like we're getting depressed. Alright, so we're going to advance the Omen track to red. Red, we have 2 red gates open, one in Arkham and one in Sydney. We're going to advance the gate by 2, Doom track by 2. This is not looking good. Alright, reckoning effects. Remove an Eldritch token here. And cultists don't have any, and we don't. Oh, we get to roll a die, and we might get a clue on a 4, 5, or 6. So some good might come of this. No, no good will come of this. That was a 3. And we shall lastly spawn a gate. This gate, San Francisco. I knew there was stuff at San Francisco, and there's that green comet. Alright, the green comet caused the gate to open in San Francisco. Oh, and a monster. Monster's going to show up in San Francisco also. This one is the Loigor. And he's got a reckoning effect on him that we'll deal with next time a reckoning effect appears. Right now, the all for nothing event. Shuffle a solved mystery back into the deck unless investigators as a group spin clues equal to half of the investigators. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. Oh yeah. Shuffle a solved mystery back into the deck unless investigators as a group spin clues equal to half the number of investigators, which random just doesn't matter, it'd be 1. If no solved mysteries, advance Doom by 1 instead. Okay. So I gotta spend a Doom token because there's no way There's no way we're going to get 2 more mysteries solved in the amount of time we have left. 1 is possible. So we've got our research student. So we are just going to have to hope like heck that he can find us a clue in Tunguska, and then we can solve that, and then get another mystery solved in like 3 or 4 turns. Oh wow! All right. Okay. So yeah, spinning a clue token off to the side. Get rid of this all for nothing card. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to move Leo to Tunguska for his travel action. Now for our second action, we just have to hope that the research student can come through for us. So let's grab a die and see. Oh, okay, we got a chance. We got a chance, because that's another clue token. So let's take that clue token back, but you know what? I bet it says as an action I have to do that, right? Or as an encounter. Let's see. As an encounter, the investigator on Tunguska may attempt to search for signs of the impact of dead forest. Okay, so first we've got to pass a research student. I love you. Okay, we got to pass a will test. So 3 observation. 3 observation. And we have our conspiracy theorist who gives us +2 during research encounters. This is not a research encounter though, this is just solving a mystery. So we need to roll 1 success on 3 die. And there it is. Okay, cool. So 2 clue tokens. To place 1 Eldritch token on the card, which is all we need because there's only 1 of us playing. And that solves this mystery, right? Let me make sure. 2 clues, place 1 Eldritch token on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, that there are Eldritch tokens on this card. Okay, so we haven't solved it yet, but we will. Okay, cool. Solve this mystery at the end of the Mythos phase, but that of course means we have to have our Mythos phase. So let's draw our Mythos card and see what we've got. We have, well, this is great. Excuse me, this is buying information. When you get there, stop at this address. The nervous little man hands you a business card for a restaurant. Ask for the catch of the day, and then tuck a sawbuck into your napkin. These guys can get you the answers you need. When you get the bill for your meal, it includes directions to a payphone. It's already ringing by the time you find it. You answer and explain your situation to the gruff voice on the other end of the line. Alright, so this is buying information, so let's resolve our symbols at the top. The first is we advance the omen track, and the omen track is on blue. We have 1, 2 blue gates open, so we're going to move the doom track down to 4. This is going to be close, guys. Alright, then we have spawn. We're going to spawn surge, excuse me, it's a monster surge. So every location with a blue gate is now going to spawn a monster. So we're going to have 2 monsters spawn. We've got 2 in my grubby little hand here. The first one going to London is going to be a ghoul. So there's a skeleton and a ghoul in London now. It's going to be a tough gate to close. Hopefully we won't need to close this one for a mystery. The second is a star spawn. It's going to have a reckoning effect. So we'll put that one down in Buenos Aires. Alright, let's see what next is clue. We get a clue token on the board. Our clue is going to be dropped on skeletons. Clue is going to Shanghai. So there's a clue in Shanghai. That's not too far. There's a couple of train rides away. We don't have any train tickets though. Now let's go look at our buying information. That's an event. The lead investigator tests influence and gains a number of clues equal to this test result. Alright. Well, our influence is 2. We don't have any bonuses for it. Although this is a test, it's going to be a test. We're still in a wilderness spot. So if you're in a wilderness space, investigators on your space roll 1 additional die when resolving tests, not necessarily during encounters. So extra dice. Thank you, Tunguska, for being a wilderness spot. Rolling the dice and no, darn it. Alright, well, no successes. That's too bad. Really could have used some clues there. But we'll see what we can do here. We have no clues at all. That was a great chance to get some more clues. But this is the end of the Mythos phase. And we're going to solve this mystery. So that's 2 mysteries solved. We still need to solve one more. Put that Eldritch token back in the box. So we draw our final mystery that we'll need to solve. And this is the true name. How appropriate. Fragments of Azathoth's true name exist in the long-forgotten tomes. It is said that if a person speaks his name aloud 3 times, the blasphemous sound will grant the speaker great power. Perhaps the power to defeat Azathoth and win the game. That would be awesome. Alright, when this card enters play, place a number of Eldritch tokens equal to half the number of investigators on a random space. Okay. Well, I don't know how we determine a random space. I guess we'll draw a clue token, and whatever that clue token says, we'll make that a random space. And so this is going to go to spot 13. That's kind of random. Spot 13 is where is spot 13? That sounds familiar. There's 14. There's 13 up here. Okay. Alright. It says, as an encounter investigator on a space containing an Eldritch token may attempt to find information about Azathoth's true name. Spend 2 clues to place that token on this card. And at the end of the Mythos phase, that there is Eldritch tokens on this card. Alright, so we need to get... Oh, wow. We need to get 2 clues. We really needed successes on that Mythos card. That cost us the game, guys. I am so sorry. Yeah, if we had gotten 2 successes there, we would have had our clues. And we could have gone straight there. A travel. That's going to take us at least 3 turns to get just to that Eldritch token. And we don't even have clues to spend. Maybe we'll get some on our way there. Oh, we got to go through London to get there too. Alright, well, we'll get to see some combat before this game ends, maybe. Well, there's the mystery. The true name. We've got to get 2 clues. There's some on the board right now, but they're so far away I don't know if they're worth going after. Alright. Well, let's start our final turn, our final couple of turns here. Oh, but you know what? That is, we just solved our second mystery. So you know what? Let's go ahead and wrap things up here. And we'll come back next time and we'll start the true name mystery. Next time, that'll be our final video. It'll probably be a fairly short one. Just looking at how the board is laying out right now. But until then, thanks again for watching. Please go like us on Facebook. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. Interstorm Games is the Facebook. Put all this stuff down at the bottom. It's pretty standard. Like us, follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to the channel. And yes, there's a website that has not been updated in about a year or so, but maybe if I can find some free time, I can get out there and get it updated. And in the meantime, I appreciate everyone who's tuning in, and you'll see me next time. Bye.
Now my turn to do it.